My name is Eleanor. I am 103 years old, and I have been eating the same 4 foods every single day since 1962. Now, before you close this video and go back to watching someone dance on their phone, let me tell you one thing first. I have outlived every single doctor who ever told me I was eating wrong. Not 1, not 2, 7. 7 men with diplomas on the wall and very serious shoes who told me I was going to die. That was 40 years ago. They are in the ground. I am on camera talking to you. I was born in 1921. I survived the Great Depression. I survived World War II. I lived through 1962, the year the world held its breath and almost did not let it out again. I have watched 18 presidents come and go, watched the world change in ways I could not have imagined as a girl carrying water from the well. And through all of it, through the wars, the losses, the heartbreaks, I have kept eating the same 4 things every single day, no exceptions. I am going to tell you what they are. But first, I need to tell you something more important. Because the 4 foods are only half of this story, let me start with the food. Food 1, 3 whole eggs fried in real butter every morning since 1962. Not egg whites, whole eggs, yolk and all. The yolk is where the life is. They told me for decades that eggs would kill me. Cholesterol, they said. Heart disease, they said. You are playing Russian roulette, one doctor told me. Well, I have been pulling that trigger 3 times a day since 1962, and I am still standing here at 103 while they are all underground. You want to know what is in an egg? Everything a baby chick needs to grow from nothing into a full, living creature. It is a perfect, complete food. But some man in a laboratory decided he was smarter than 10,000 years of human evolution. And now we have people throwing away the yolk, throwing away the best part, and drinking egg whites from a carton. It is like buying a car and throwing away the engine. I fry mine in real butter, not margarine, not that chemical spray they sell in a can. Butter from a cow, the way it has always been done. Food 2. 1 pound of ground beef every single day. 80% lean, 20% fat. Cooked in a cast iron skillet with sea salt. No sauce, no recipes, just beef and salt. They told me red meat causes cancer. They told me I would get heart disease. I said, my grandmother ate beef every day of her life. My mother ate beef every day of her life. I have eaten beef every day of my life. None of us got cancer. Maybe you should study us instead of those rats you keep feeding sugar to. You know what is in beef? Everything your body is begging you for. Iron, B12, zinc, creatine, carnitine. All the things they try to sell you in a bottle at the pharmacy for $50. Your body is made of this stuff. Your muscles, your blood, your brain, all built from the same materials that are in that beef. A cow takes grass, just grass, and turns it into strength, into protein, into everything a human body needs to function. And we are over here eating processed cereal out of a box with a cartoon character on the front, wondering why we feel exhausted by 40. Food 3. 6 small red potatoes, boiled with the skin on. They told me carbohydrates were bad. They put me on a low-carb diet in the 1990s, and I felt like I had been hit by a truck for 3 weeks. I said, forget this, and went back to my potatoes. You know what a potato is? It is energy from the ground. It is what kept the Irish alive through famine. It is what kept soldiers alive through war. It is what kept me alive during the Depression when we did not have much else. I just boil 6 potatoes and eat them. My grandmother did the same thing. She lived to 96. Food 4. A tall glass of raw milk with every meal. This one really makes them mad. Raw milk is dangerous, they say. It has bacteria, they say. You know what else has bacteria? Your whole body. You are more bacteria than human. Your gut is supposed to have bacteria. That is how digestion works. I have been drinking raw milk since I was 6 years old. That is 97 years of supposedly dangerous milk, still waiting for the danger to show up. Real milk is thick. It has cream floating on top. It tastes like something. It is alive. What they sell in stores is dead, cooked, separated, processed, put back together like Frankenstein's monster. I call it expensive water. So, 4 foods every single day. Breakfast, 3 eggs, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. Lunch, ½ pound of ground beef, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. Dinner, 3 eggs, ½ pound of ground beef, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. No snacks, no dessert, no cheat days, no variety. And before you say it, yes, I know it is boring. You know what else is boring? Being 103 years old and still able to walk, think clearly, and take care of myself. You know what is exciting? Being 60 years old and needing 12 medications just to get through the day. Here's the thing nobody wants to tell you. Your body does not need variety. It needs nutrients. We have been sold a lie that you need 47 different foods to be healthy, that you need exotic superfoods from the rainforest, special powders, personalized supplements. It is all designed to sell you things. Your great-great-grandmother ate the same foods every day. Farmers' wives ate the same meals for generations. They were strong. They worked the land. They raised large families. Now we have people eating 70 different things in a week, and they cannot climb a flight of stairs without getting winded. The problem is not lack of variety. The problem is lack of real food. Now, the food is only half of it. I need to tell you about the other half. Because you can eat my exact 4 foods every day, and if the rest of your life is broken, you will still get sick. I have seen it happen. I had a neighbor, a man named Howard, who read every health book ever written, ate clean, exercised every single day, did everything the experts said, dead at 68. Cancer. You want to know what killed Howard? Bitterness. He spent 30 years furious at his brother over some old argument about money and land, carried that anger like a bag of rocks on his back. The cancer did not kill Howard. The hatred did. The cancer was just the method. Here is what actually keeps you alive. You need something to wake up for. I get up at 5:30 every morning, not because an alarm tells me to, because I have things to do. I have a garden. I have a neighbor who needs company. I have a great-granddaughter who calls me every single Tuesday. I have reasons. The day you have no reasons left, that is when the body starts letting go. You need people, real people, not followers, not notifications, people. People who sit with you when you are frightened. People who tell you honestly when you are wrong. People who show up. I have lost nearly everyone I love. My husband Robert, the love of my life for 68 years. I lost him 10 years ago. The day after the funeral, I was sitting in the kitchen crying like a child. My granddaughter came in, did not know what to say. So I looked at her and said, "He always told me I would be lost without him." Turns out he was right. We both laughed, and then we cried, and then we laughed again. That is how you survive the unsurvivable. You need to forgive people. I am completely serious about this one. Forgive them. Not because they deserve it, because you deserve peace. I had a sister named Margaret. We had some stupid fight in our 40s, the kind of fight that seems enormous at the time and means nothing later. We did not speak for 3 years. She died suddenly at 53, a brain aneurysm. I never got to make it right. I never got to tell her I was sorry. I never got to tell her I loved her. Do not be like me. Say it now, today, not someday. I had a friend named Dorothy who talked for 40 years about opening a bakery on the coast. Just 10 more years, she would say, then I will start living. Dorothy died at 62, never made it to the coast, never made those pies. She spent 40 years waiting to live. Do not be Dorothy. I am 103 years old. I do not know how much time I have left. Could be years, could be months, could be less than that. So let me tell you what I know to be true, from a life long enough to be certain. Eat real food, the kind your great-grandmother would recognize as food. Stop eating things manufactured in the last 50 years that come in packages with long lists of ingredients you cannot pronounce. Go back to what works. Eggs, meat, vegetables from the earth, milk from animals who ate real grass in real sunshine. That is not radical. That is simply what human beings have always eaten. Find your 4 foods and stick with them. Simplicity is not a limitation. Simplicity is freedom. Love the people in your life while they are still in it. Forgive what you are carrying. You are the one drinking the poison when you hold a grudge, not them. Doctors cannot explain how I am still here, but I can. Real food, real rest, real people, real purpose, and the wisdom to stop listening to anyone who benefits financially from keeping you afraid of your own body. Now go eat your eggs and call someone you love, not a text, a call. I am 103 years old. I know the difference between a message and a voice. Live long.